Hey everybody, this is Mr. Magic. Today I am running KIKI-JIKI the Mirror Breaker. I got my friends Norm and Michael with me. And why don't you tell us what you're running, guys?
I am running FREYALISE Llanowar Fury, pre-con, store-bought.
Copy that.
And I'm running NARFI the Betrayer King. Just a bunch of zombies.
Oh, goody. Good.
Snow and zombies.
Also, all the lands in this deck are
All
snow
snow.
lands as well.
Lots of snow lands.
Well, that's the snow box. The snow
It
fat
is.
pack bundle box there.
Yeah,
A lot of snow in there.
pretty much.
Very cold. We'll see how she does.
And NARFI actually was in the last deck that I played.
But he
just
never
not
hit the
that it
field.
matters.
He just
Yeah.
didn't boost
He didn't hit the
He
as
field.
many
wasn't
zombies. If any.
He's just a snow creature
Yeah.
with a little bit of.
But he keeps
graveyard
coming back.
excursion.
Alright,
So
so
he's a decent one to have in that snow deck still.
why don't we roll up?
Oh, yeah.
6.
You want to pass it my way?
16.
And then you roll it back.
Is that 20?
That's a
That's
20.
That's 20. Man.
I'm on
2
fire
games
today.
in a row, huh?
I haven't even drawn my hand. I'm on
2
fire.
games in a row. Maybe you'll burn all your luck on the
Unless
roll.
you're watching on YouTube, then it might not be in a row. But
Well, I mean, they'll launch like a week apart, but you know.
You're funny. True.
I want to get a foil KIKI-JIKI at some point.
Ooh, that would be cool.
There's actually a full art proxy that looks super cool.
I was about to cycle this one again, but then I drew Soul Ring as my last 7th card.
Uh-oh.
I still only have 2 mana.
on one of the games we had just played, I had started with 1 mana
The problem is
and
this
a
thing-
jeweled lotus, and was like seriously considering keeping the hand just because of that jeweled lotus. But I didn't.
This is gonna be weird. I only
So I
grabbed
shuffled it all
one
up
creature.
I ended up starting with jeweled lotus anyway, and soul ring, I think.
That's not necessarily a bad one. I got a basic forest. It's gonna be weird. I've only used this deck like twice too. Just because it was from the newest set of cards. I finally went back and bought all the commanders I had missed, you know, from 2012 or 13, 14, and 15. Oh, sorry. It was my turn first. I didn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan, by the way.
Do you want me to keep going then?
Yeah, go
Do
for
it.
it. Go for it.
What's this? Haunted. It's haunted. Alright, well, I guess right off the rip, I'm just going to play a beautiful forest and tap it for Soul Ring.
That is a beautiful
And
forest.
then I'm going to tap that Soul Ring for Swiftfoot Boots.
Oh man,
Did you just see that turn?
I did.
That's all I
did.
did.
Lots of stuff.
Alright. Then I'm going to do a snow-covered swamp,
Gotcha.
and I will be done.
There's a card in my hand right now that I've never seen nor played.
Copy that.
So I'm very excited about this. I
Alright.
didn't even know it was a card. I should know it though, I feel. I'm gonna try to get it out this game just because I want to try it out and see what it does. Plus I don't have much else in my hand. But yeah, that was pretty
Not loving what I'm seeing, but I'm gonna run it just cause. Oh man,
I think my biggest problem is going to be green mana specifically. Because I have 2 more lands in my hand and
I'm
they're
gonna
both colorless.
play a mountain for turn and drop an Altar of the Brood.
Ooh, we're about
And-
to start milling today.
Mm-hmm.
Pass the turn.
Ooh, I
That
just
might
drew that
actually
forest.
work out for me. Oh,
NARFI runs Graveyard Recursion.
zombies.
Copy that.
Zombies! Alright, well, I guess I'm going to play this Priest of
Titanium.
Titania and then equip this Swiftfoot Boots to it. And then I guess attack somebody because there's nothing else I have.
Oh yeah.
So what are you guys thinking? You're running KIKI-JIKI and you're running zombies, so both are like pretty much going on. Well, Norm, you know the trail. Go with you first. 1 damage.
Okay.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Boom. There it is.
I'm done.
1 damage. First blood.
Okay, I'll drop an island.
Is it snow covered?
It is.
I thought so. I can tell by the look of
Then I'm
it.
gonna
Yeah,
play
it
a
looks-
charcoal diamond.
Copy that.
And I'm done.
All right. Untap, draw a card. I will drop a Spine Rock Knoll, and when it has Hideaway, I look at the top 4 cards, exile 1 face down, rest go on the bottom of the library. 1, 2, 3, 4, and everybody mills off of the Spine Rock Knoll trigger.
Middle top card. Ooh, you got me good on
Jadar. That would have been a good one for me to
me. You
have.
just got rid
actually.
of my renegade leader. That would have been a really nice welcome to draw next turn.
I think... that's the card I'm going to exile. And the rest...
You can go on the bottom.
Yep, I'm just randomizing, so...
Oh yeah, you're good.
I can't remember if it was supposed to be random or not, but I randomized it. Anyways, and... that is my turn.
Well, you really got me with that mill, by the way.
Well, good.
I wasn't feeling it. So because of that, I'm going to actually waste a land. I'm going to play this.
Okay.
It's a Haunted Bengraph. And then I'm going to pay 3 and tap it and sacrifice it and return a creature card at random from my graveyard to my hand.
Okay.
I didn't want to do that, but I really like this commander guy. Now I'm down to 1 last mana, and that was my mana for turn, so that was sad-ish. I did not want to do that. Alright, well, I'm attacking you now, Sam. 1 damage.
Oh,
And then I'm done.
Blood. Blood, blood, blood.
You made me waste an entire land and turn just to get that guy to my hand. Not even on the field.
Just
to my hand.
And what was his name again?
Okay, we're doing
Zuri
another
Renegade.
snow.
Does he have a does he come in Simic? Is there the Claw's Progress or something? Is that?
I
think he has a
don't know
Simic
if it's
one.
the same, but it might
Okay.
be the same as Ziri. But
Okay.
yeah, you're right. It is a Ziri Claw of Progress.
All right, cool. Sorry,
Then
go
I'm
ahead.
gonna play
It really
a
might
Draugr
be.
Recruiter.
Okay.
Is a 3/3, and I can boast paying 3 and a black to return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand.
Graveyard Recursion. Copy that.
And I'm done.
All right, I am gonna untap. Draw a card. It would be so cool if I had some more mana, but I don't. All right, I'm gonna pass the turn. I'm gonna do nothing.
It's going to be another rough game, isn't it?
This is hurting.
Alright, I am going to pay 3 right off the rip and play an Impervious Perfect, which is another elf. So therefore, when I tap this one, it taps for 2. And then, I guess I'll play this land and then tap this one for the other one. So land for turn was that. Play that for 3, and then I'm going to play that Renegade Leader. And then... Then I'm gonna move this onto him, I think. That's my most out of all those 3. Oh, did I attack this turn already?
You tapped it for mana, but
Oh yeah. Okay, we're good then. I'm done.
all right. I also missed a land for turn, so might not be that bad.
For us or you?
Yes, sir. Oh, you know what though? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one. Okay. But you have to block with. 2, 2, 2, 2.
2, 2, 2, 2.
Which you probably don't want to. Oh, this one boosts them though.
Oh yeah. 3, 3, 2, 2.
3, 3, 2, 2. Mm-mm-mm. I suppose I'll hold off then. I'm gonna play a blade stitched scab. 2, 3 other zombie creatures I control get +1/+0. And then Michael. Man, I don't wanna. Whatever, you'll lose something too. Swinging at you.
What is he?
4/3.
4/3.
Ooh, I'll take it. Why not?
Copy that. My turn.
I'm done.
I will draw a card. I will play Una Montaña.
Mill.
Yes, everybody mill. Thank you.
Tornado
Secluded
elemental.
courtyard.
Ooh,
What's that do?
that's doing really good.
What's that do?
The tornado?
Mhm.
That's a 7-drop 6/6 that when it enters, it deals 6 damage to each creature with flying, and then it also may assign its damage as if it wasn't blocked.
Really?
Mr. Graveyard, you thinking about doing it up, huh?
Well, you know, I mean,
It does sound exciting.
it does. I don't think there's any flying out right now.
No, there's not.
I am going to tap 3 for the Priest of Urabrask, adding red, red, red to my mana pool. Then
Priest of Urbrass, Priest of Titania. Looking like
Then,
a priest battle.
with my 3 mana, I am going to cast a Seize the Spoils, pitching Fateful Showdown. As an additional cast, cost the spell. Discard a card, draw 2 cards, and create a treasure token.
Ooh,
So,
that's an exciting one.
okay. All that resolves, goes to the graveyard. And
Mill again.
off of the Priest of Urabrask trigger. Yep, sorry. I am not good right now about that.
That's okay. Keep it up. It's casual.
Oh, we mill again.
Yes, treasure token enters you mill.
Got 2
Ooh,
elves.
that was a good one.
Then
I might actually have to take out that altar of fruit, bro.
that's all right. I will not be upset about that. And that leaves me with 1 mana open, but I don't have anything I really want to do with it. So, pass the turn. Go for it, guys.
You do keep putting me into mana though, which is what I desperately need right now. So maybe I do like this milling. It just
Right,
it
right.
feels bad,
People hate mill.
but really it's still
It's-
random what you go into because it's all shuffled.
I mean, mill decks are like, they're annoying to play against, but they don't win a lot.
Right.
And a lot of people don't get that.
No.
You know, as I have put some energy in attempting to construct a competitive mill deck, and it's hard.
Well,
It
if
is
we're
hard
going
to
be
mill
tapped.
somebody out.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Alright, well, I guess I'll get this out of my hand. Look at that, right. Do I want to keep milling or do I want keep milling. It sounds fine. I'm playing Lore Seeker's Stone.
Okay.
And that is an artifact that says pay 3, tap it, draw 3 cards, but this ability costs 1 more to activate for each card in my hand. So it's not 3. It just starts at 3.
Okay.
And I am tied to 1. My guys are pretty weak, to be honest. Alright, I'll stay.
Alright, I will play Dismal Backwater as my land turn. Game life. And then there is really nothing that I can play. So I might as well be helpful. Well, Sam, you have got the most life here.
Copy that.
I'm going to swing at you for a 4/3.
All right, I will take the 4.
I'm going to pay to boast. And
Boast is
return-
done during combat. Or is that main
Sure,
phase 2?
it's fine.
I'm just asking. I'm unfamiliar.
No,
I
it's
don't- I
done
think
when
it's
you attack.
either.
It's
No,
on attack.
I think it's either.
No, dude.
Activate this ability only if this creature attacked this turn and only once each turn.
Oh, okay. So
Second
it can be
main
done
phase is
after
valid.
attacking.
Right, yeah, I can. Okay, yep.
On attack or second main phase is just as valid.
Yep.
So I will return Jadar, Ghoul Color of Nephalia to my hand.
Copy that.
That's what he does when he attacks.
You
can boast
well,
and
the,
then-
the boast mechanic is to return a
Creature from my
thing
graveyard to
from
my
the-
hand.
All right, you done?
I am done.
All right, untap.
Guy's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Draw a card for turn.
It's like
Play another mountain.
I'm glad that means I probably have him. He's definitely good with the zombie deck.
And that's Kaldheim as well.
There's a lot of cool things in that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Still is. Really?
Thinking. I'm going to tap. Two. To put illusionist bracers
Oof.
on the field. And then that's turn.
What mana you got over there that you can tap for, Norman?
I have 4 lands and a charcoal diamond.
They are all
5
currently
total.
tapped.
Oh, the end of your turn, I'm tapping that and making a minion and then regenerating, but that ends. But I want a minion. Forgot about that. Which is just a 1/1.
So who's the minion? How's this work?
This thing tap 1 green, tap it, get a 1/1 elf. Minion.
Okay, gotcha. Cool.
And he taps for mana.
Copy that.
That's why I left them open at the end.
Sweet. Yep, you're
I
good.
was hoping to surprise Norman if he attacked me again with extra blockers, and I was going to triple up and kill his guy. But he
Yep.
didn't attack me; he attacked you, so that's
all
fine,
good.
I guess.
all good.
No, I just got to figure out. You know, this is when the real game of Magic is figured out. Alright, I'm playing my commander. 2, 3 colorless and 2 green. Plays Freyalis. She's got a plus that makes 1/1 mana dorks. Tap for green. They're just elves. And then it's -2. I can destroy an artifact or enchantment. Or it's -6 is draw a card for each green creature I control. I'm definitely thinking, and I'm thinking. Thinking about blowing up your charcoal diamond. So you just keep your mana low for a little longer. But then I don't mana ramp, even though I don't have a lot of cards in my hand. So I think I'm just going to make another minion. Minion maker with Freyalis is the same as this one, except for it taps for a green mana. Because that's an elf druid, and these are just elf creatures. And since that's the case, I think I'm going to play it a little safe. Since I went hard and now I'm down to low cards in hand, I think I'm going to call her a good.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and play a Necromancer Dragon. It's 4/4 with flying. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I'm gonna pay 2. If I do, put a 2/2 black zombie creature token onto the battlefield, and each opponent mills 2.
Okay, so we mill 2?
No.
Nope, he didn't do anything yet.
My apologies.
Okay.
And you're good. You don't
Oh,
have
it's
to-
combat damage.
Right.
I'm done.
Alright. I'm gonna untap. Draw a card. Alright, this is gonna be a little chaotic and I kinda gotta figure it out as I go, but
Dice just
let's
for this.
see what happens here. I'm gonna tap a total of 5 and burn my treasure token for KIKI-JIKI. Everybody mills 1.
Yes. It's a land. I didn't want that one anyway.
Then
Sanguinate.
Ooh, that was a good one.
cards in hand.
2.
6.
I'm going to tap KIKI-JIKI to copy Priest of Urabrask and mill. Then
Salt soup.
Swamp.
Priest of Urabrask adds 3, which I'm going to use to play Jessica's Will, adding. Norm, you said 6.
Yes.
If I can ever find the 6, there it is. Adding 6 red to my mana pool, and I exile the top 3 cards of my library. Do I have to reveal them?
It'll say face down. If you,
It just says exile the top 3 cards of my library.
then I believe they're face up.
Okay.
But we'll let you look at them first.
Sweet. Okay, well, anyways, it's Chef's Kiss, Anger, and Swiftfoot Boots. Then,
Anger you want in your graveyard, so
true.
that's not going to be a huge issue. Ooh. Unless you have to play it by the end of the turn, in which case you better play some Anger, or it's going to be exiled forever.
Copy it, then select targets at random for the spell and the copy. New targets can be you or a permanent you control. Alright, so I'm floating 6 mana. Floating 6 mana. Chef's Kiss doesn't target me, so. I think that probably my best play for the Jessica's Will is I'll burn 3 of it for Chaos Warp, and another 3, or no, the other 3 I'll put on
Plan equip.
equip. And,
Yep.
Yeah. Play the Swiffer Boots and equip it to KIKI-JIKI.
Where are you chaos warping?
Chaos Warp. Man. I think the Necromaster Dragon and your Izuri.
He's shrouded.
Oh, no, sorry. And it's only 1 target. I'm sorry, I was thinking about the Chef's Kiss with duplicated, but that's not the thing. I'm not doing that. So, anyways, I think your Necromaster Dragon is my biggest concern at the moment. I think it is anyway. All right, and that uses all of my mana.
That would have been a great second choice or whatever.
Right, but he
Had
is
it not been
shrouded.
hex-proofed.
Right, those are exiled and inaccessible. I burned all my mana.
That's really the guy that I have that I care about. Like I said, I sacked a land for that guy.
And then, I'm just gonna swing.
Does he poop at the end of the turn
He
anyway?
does. I'm swinging. Norm, I'm swinging at you with my 2/1
Okay.
that's gonna poof.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, swamp.
Yeah, classy.
I'll block it.
Copy that. It dies.
I was also going to block it if it makes you feel any better.
Well, I knew it wasn't gonna do anything. It was there for the
But
mana.
you might as well attack.
It was there for the
It's
mana.
going to be gone. There's no reason not to.
Yep.
Unless there is a reason not to. Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, you're good. At the end of your turn, I'm going to do the same thing. Make another minion.
Okay.
Another dice nominee.
Make a dude. Make a dude.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Draw card for turn. It's another land. Another die. Play my other land for turn. Alright. Oh. Man, I'm getting lax. I'm also activating this at the end of your turn. Lets me draw 3
Hold
cards. Okay.
We mill for your swift boots.
Oh. I'm so bad about that
Oh
today.
man.
Reflections of
Technically,
Lydiara.
I guess it depends. Did you chaos warp me before milling?
No. Maybe.
I would have.
I just left it the way it is. It's
That
still
was
random.
the first thing that you had said.
Yeah,
So-
I think so.
so
Like
next
the.
one.
I think the Chaos Warp.
I lost my legendary Titiana. This is the free stubber, but there's the actual
Oh, yeah,
legendary
yeah.
ever. Well, that was a good move. Alright. Continuing on. Oh,
Yeah, that would've been a good one to
I'm
have.
doing that as
So,
well.
end of my turn, you did the. What is this thing?
It lets me draw 3 cards.
Okay, copy that.
Doesn't really help me. Got a lot of minion, like little people, but I can't say little people.
Sure you can.
You did say little people. Which means I'm going to use these 4 to play a Seer Sundial. That says whenever a land enters under my control, I can pay 2 and draw a card. I've got a few left for. Instead of this forest, I'm going to play this Orin Reef, the Vastwood, and it enters tapped. It's a land that says taps for green, or I can tap it and put a 1/1 counter on each green creature that entered this turn. So I want to get that out quicker. And I guess I'm going to have these 4 in this mana dark and play a Drove of Elves. It's got hexproof, and its power and toughness is equal to the number of green permanents I control. Which is pretty okay.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to make another mana dark with my commander / planeswalker.
Drove of Elves. That's something I don't have.
8 cave in this deck. As is. Now I have 3 cards in my hand. So I'll call 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be perfect. It'll all work out. I hope. Got my lands already, whatever. What's everyone's life at? 40 and 35. You guys are still going pretty strong, it feels like. So I'm going to call myself good.
Everybody else got a lot more mana.
Okay.
I've got ungodly amounts, but it's an elf deck.
You chaos worked me into one of them, so that's...
Right. Well,
And mine is elves, which just naturally boost lots and lots of mana.
I've got.
Also, you started with low mana.
I did. I mean, and I've got.
But I think if I remember correctly, isn't that deck relatively cheap?
It is. It's relatively cheap.
For.
And I've got a Jeweled Lotus I could put in here. I've got fast mana that I can put in here, but this deck is so.
Chaotic, almost.
Well,
like,
it's chaotic, but it's
like
also just so
miss,
broken that I feel like it would be like unfair to put a lot of fast mana in it.
I'm going to tap all out and play my commander and Jadar.
Okay.
Jadar sounds good.
Got a lot of stuff going on over here, Michael.
Yeah, lots of minions. I got a 2/2.
Not much I can do about it at this point.
Well, actually, they're all +1. This guy's pretty strong. Only because I have a lot of green permanents.
This is true.
Which don't count lands, because lands are colorless.
So I guess there's not really much I can do. So I'm going to move to my end step, and I don't own anything with Decayed, so I will create a 2/2
That's
zombie
that
with Decayed.
Jadar guy.
All right.
The Great Sacrificer, Norm.
My turn.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna untap.
Jadar is one of those key combos for a
Next turn I might be able to
Draw a
chip
card.
away your numbers. But
a connive deck. The Painter. What's his name? The Painter. Jadar is one of the greatest cards in there. Or you put in there, because then it makes somebody you can sack each turn to copy a spell. You coming at me, Norm?
No, I was done.
Yeah, he said it was.
You coming at me soon? Was that what you
tried
were
to.
saying? Okay.
Well, he can't block, so I can only attack with him.
Oh, that's true. Or
So
sack him.
that's- No.
Sack. Yeah, you can.
No.
Why?
If he attacks, then he sacrifices at the end of combat.
Right, I'm talking about as something to, like, use him as a sacrifice to keep, you're allowed to use him as a sacrifice.
Well,
You said you can
I don't
only
have
attack.
anything
I
out
said
there.
no, you could also use him as fodder.
I'm
You were
gonna
thinking the decayed part of it.
spend
I wasn't
3
caring about the decayed.
Well, I don't have anything out that does anything.
No
with
sack
it.
outlet?
to
So
equip.
as right now, I might as
Little
well just
Phyrexian
smash
altar?
you with it.
Phyrexian altar, that bad boy.
Spend 3 to equip Illusionist Bracers to KIKI-JIKI.
That is what you needed.
Then he will tap to make 2 copies of the Priest of Urabrask. I am floating 6 mana off of their entry. You guys each mill 2.
2. Ooh, you got my guy.
Island in the swamp.
My elf doubler.
Then
What is it?
The elf doubler. Every time I cast an elf, make an elf.
Hmm.
That would have been super nice with what I got going on.
Indeed.
I've only played elves so far. There's elementals in the deck though as well. I think this is an elf elemental deck for the most part. It's got the elf for the mana and the low numbers, and then all the elementals are, like powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Or where the other elemental go? Oh, I didn't realize that Titana or whatever, this is the priest of it, isn't an elf herself.
I'm going to spend 4 of this
It's an elemental.
for Helm of the Host is on the field.
Oh no! Oh no!
Um,
Oh no, he didn't!
and then 3 mana left available. And I'm gonna spend it all to put my Sword of Feast and Famine, my signed Sword of Feast and Famine, by the way, onto the field. And then, Michael, I'm gonna swing at you with guys that are gonna poof anyway.
I would like to point out, for all the guff that I got about my signature, you boasting about that guy's signature.
Wait. What? Wait a minute. When did I give you guff?
Because it's not legible. Because
Oh.
it's just
No, this is true. This guy can't write his name.
In all fairness, it's not legible.
No, Chris Rand can't write his name either. You know, so
I just was pointing that
You're
out.
absolutely
It's
right.
Not, it's here now. It's a boasting thing that
Norm
there's an
can't write his
illegible
name.
signature on the
and
board
Chris
here.
Rand can't write his name either. I got the card as damaged, so that was cool. Anyways, there's a mill trigger off of Sword of Feast and Famine.
Yes.
So
Got one of my siege behemoth beasts.
So, yeah, anyways, so I assume you're blocking my little 2/1s.
Yes,
Okay. Yep.
I sure am. With I guess
With
this
something
big
that's bigger,
guy
yeah.
and
Something else that's
something
bigger
else
than 2.
that's bigger. Well, it's not going to matter because whatever I block it with, I'm going to regenerate it.
Sure. I'm good with that. I just,
Um,
they're dying anyway, so
oh, well, actually, I
doing
didn't even
something
need to. I did have somebody big enough. But I am going to, at the end of your turn, tap in for mana,
make a dude.
make a dude, and draw another 3 cards.
Why not?
Because it costs 6 for me to do that,
Mm-hmm.
and I have 7 elves. So, make a minion. 1, 2, 3. Now it's going to be tough to do that. Got a lot of land now. Remember how I started with low amounts? Not anymore.
No biggie. I'm just hoping to get down to Kindred Dominance here.
No, I don't want you to
That's
have
about the
Kindred
only-
Dominance.
Where is Kindred Dominance?
Well, it's in the deck somewhere.
Oh,
It's
then
in the
I
deck
thought
somewhere.
it was like, you know, he got to see the top of his card.
Yeah.
His way.
That's why I said getting down
Well,
to Kindred
I was,
Dominance.
none of that really matters because I'm deciding which one of you
One of us must bleed.
I want to take out. It might be a good choice of both. Nice hefty 2. Okay, untap return. Man, I'm gonna have a lot of choices to make.
Equip happens at sorcery speed, correct?
Mm-hmm. Attach would be the instant
Right,
version
right,
of it.
right. Which means that my board state is currently inadequate to attach Helm of the Host, or to equip Helm of the Host. And I cannot do it with copies of Priest of Urabrask.
Why not?
Because, oh, no, I can tap KIKI-JIKI main phase 1.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, you're still doing pretty good. There's... and then I think you'll still have enough to equip the sword. Oh,
The
it's
sword.
worse.
What's that?
Well, you'll have enough mana to do whatever you want next turn, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he has a next turn.
Oh, thanks.
I'm not sure. I'm debating if I can take a full hit from Norm to survive long enough to hit him, to kill him down the next turn. Actually, right now I'm deciding which one of you to take out. I think I'm like 2 mana short of taking both of you out at the same turn.
Well, you let me know. I'll be right back.
That's what I'm just doing math right now
Okay.
before I reveal it.
Decipher it.
But because I can have up to, say I play this as my land, it's just a forest, but I'm,
Right.
temporarily. This will boost. This will boost. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 1 mana short from boosting 2 more times, which would give everybody. But I can still do it once more. So 3 boosts is 9. I can boost everybody +10 right now. All except for this person. Because I have to tap that for the mana. Oh, and this one if I use it.
That's so stupid.
And you're pretty close to wide open, and if I hit enough to Norm, he's going to get me on 1 hit,
Yep.
but I think I'm going to. Because I only have to hit you with 5 people. So say I hit you with, we'll say these 5. I can wipe you out, and then I can still attack Norm. I think I'm going to do that. Because I can still attack Norm with a few big ones that are pretty huge. Because then I'm going to use these to tap to make him in. Okay. Alright. I'm going to wait for Norm unless... Oh, he's got no mana, so I'm not worried about him. So I'm going to play that as my land for turn. And this Azuri guy says every time I pay 5 green, well,
Okay.
3 green too, it's basically overrun for only elves.
I'm
So
sorry, I
plus
don't
3
know.
plus 3 and gains trample until end of turn.
Okay.
So all my elves get plus 3 plus 3.
Plus 3 plus 3.
And I can activate this 3 times, plus this guy gives +1/+1. So all my elves are +10/+10.
Gotcha. So you have 15 mana to pump into the.
So 5 of it's here. There's 1 activate. 4 plus 1 minion is another activate. Actually, I don't because I have to use this anyway. So tapping this, and it taps for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9.
Okay.
I should give you 2.
Oh, dude, I do have 2. And it'll have 1 left for this.
Well, what you do is use that first.
Right, to get the elf to get another elf.
Right.
So use 1 of these for that.
To make an elf.
We'll just say I use that for that. Makes an elf. Now when this taps, it taps for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10.
Okay.
So 10 is enough for 2 activations. Here's another 5 for a 3rd activation. I am 1 mana short, like I said, of taking both of you out with a 4th activation. But I still have 4 mana now. I could sack this for 2 instead of tapping it for 1. Same with this thing. Will 4 help me? That'll boost everybody +13. That'll be able to drop an entire guy from you. I'm totally doing that. I'm sacking this land to count for 2.
Okay.
I lied.
So
This
you got
land.
a 4th activation.
4 activations, but it's all tapped other than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, all has to be tapped. So I am tapping out, activating this ability 4 times,
Okay.
which boosts them 12, plus this guy just naturally gives them boosts. So they're all +13/+13.
Okay.
And these 3 guys are tapped from doing stuff. So now I'm attacking. I only have to attack with 4 people now instead of 5.
This is true.
So these 4 minions will come at you.
3?
Is it 3?
You just made one of them this turn.
Okay, yeah.
That's true.
That's
All right. So one of those is technically untapped, but go ahead.
Correct.
And that takes me out of the game, even if I block one.
And
of
then
them.
Norman is getting the other people.
8, 9, 10. You have 10 green permanents.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
There's
7.
4 here.
Oh yeah. So 7 plus the other 3. Yeah, 10. So this is a 10-10 plus 13.
Yeah.
So that's 23, and this one is a 15. It's not quite a victory.
Do they get trample? I can't remember.
Yes. That's
Okay.
why.
Oh, they do get trampled?
Yeah.
Oh, then you only have to swing 3 at me, because I can only block one of them,
Absorb
one of that
one.
damage.
Oh, in which case Norman loses then. So that is a victory if that's
That is a
the case.
victory for you, I think.
Even
So
though I have one guy
I can
left
only
over.
absorb one.
Well, he'll have to block, and then in which case he has
Right.
nothing to hit me with, and then I'll just hit him next turn.
Yep.
11, 12. I can absorb 12.
And I'm minusing this down to 1 to draw a bunch of cards, which I should probably do first, but that doesn't matter with this battle.
I can only absorb 12, so how much are you
And I
doing
have 10,
total?
so I draw 10. I'm gonna have to discard. Oh, this guy's a 23.
Yeah.
This guy's a 14,
Okay.
which is 37, and this guy is a 14,
Yeah.
which is
2,
37.
so 14, 51. So I can survive with 1 life.
Yeah, it's looking good, and I draw 10 cards. 1.
You want to
If
do
I
it, Norm?
lose everything, I
3.
can survive with 1
Ooh,
life.
and I'm gonna have Warcaller next turn. 4, 5,
Wow.
6.
You want to call it, Norm,
7, 8,
or do you want to play it out?
9, 10.
Do I want to hang on with 1 life till my next
Beastmaster
turn when I die?
Ascension. That is huge. Another overrun.
Well, whatever. This doesn't even matter at this point.
It will if I survive.
It doesn't though. You've got Beastmaster Ascension. You can still activate this the same amount of times next turn.
Yep.
Also, I have a lieutenant that gives all my creatures +2/+2 and trample naturally.
Right. So yeah, there's no point. Well, and granted, I wouldn't have known about any of that stuff, but
No, but I figured I'd show you.
either way, with the board state.
Yep. All right. Calling that one. So, I've never done an epilogue before, but I felt like this was a teaching moment. It was an opportunity that I missed in a big way. So when I lost this game, I had been holding Combat Celebrant in hand for about 2 turns. And I was sitting there looking at the board state and thinking that Combat Celebrant had to connect with the defending player in order for the infinite combo to go off. But that's not correct. Combat Celebrant simply has to exert as he attacks. That's all that's required. So this is how I should have played in this instance. Main phase, I actually play my Combat Celebrant, which I didn't in game. Then main phase, I tap Kiki to make a copy of Combat Celebrant. And let's say that my opponent has a creature over here. Then I move to combat and attack and exert my hasted token Combat Celebrant. The exertion trigger untaps KIKI-JIKI, and this Combat Celebrant is involved in combat with this defending creature, this blocking creature. And let's say it's a 5/5, just for argument's sake. So the creature is marked with 4 damage until end of turn. And my hasted token copy dies in combat. Well, now, per Combat Celebrant's rules text, I get another combat phase, at the beginning of which I tap KIKI-JIKI to make a hasted token copy of Combat Celebrant, and move to declare attackers and exert it as it attacks. The exertion trigger untaps KIKI-JIKI, and this creature is now marked with an additional 4 damage in combat. It dies, and the hasted token copy dies. Then, at the beginning of the next, what is now the third combat phase, I tap KIKI-JIKI to make a hasted token copy of Combat Celebrant. Then, we're assuming at this point that the board state is clear and it exerts as it attacks, and now I can start connecting with the player and deal damage in increments of 4 until I've dealt lethal damage. The only thing that could stop this is, say, instant speed interaction. For example, if the opponent, I think they would have to like Swords to Plowshares both Combat Celebrants. I think that would break it off, or if the opponent had like an indestructible creature, because then it wouldn't matter how much combat damage you marked on the creature, you'd never get past that one indestructible blocking creature. Things like that. But it's a relatively reliable combo, and I just did a bad job with it. So there you go. Moral of the story is learn your cards, learn their interactions, do a better job than I did. Some people don't like infinite combo decks like KIKI-JIKI. They feel like, oh, well, it's so easy, you just put these cards on the table and then you win. And I wonder how often those kinds of people have played this kind of deck in a very high-power competitive type of setting, because KIKI-JIKI is just kill on sight. The rest of the table is gunning for him. And besides that, I've got at least 14 2-card infinite combos, and then there are many more infinite combos if we expand beyond 2 cards. And I have to know the rules interactions for every one of those pairings or every one of those multiples. And if you can't present it, if you can't present the loop, and I didn't in the last game, then you don't win. So, anyways, those are all just things to think about. Just know your deck. I failed, so read the card. Reading the card explains the card. There you go. But have a great night. This is Mr. Magic out.